guys, welcome back to my channel. Jordine here. Today's video is all about saving in different ways in which you can save money quickly and without having to sacrifice too much. Now, over the last year, I tried to save a bunch, but it did not work out very well for me. And mainly I was trying to save because I wanted to purchase my first home, which I did. So yay to me. If you have not seen my videos in my house buying series, make sure you check that out. I'll link the first one up here, and then you can go from there. There are about 5 videos talking about the whole process, from how to get started, what are closing costs, all that type of stuff. So make sure you check that out. But as I was saying, trying to save while purchasing a home was very difficult because I had issues with saying no to people. I just was spending money frivolously on random stuff that I had to stop doing. And then I was swiping my card all the time, where I got to the point where I thought I had a bunch of money in my account at one point, and then you look at your account and you're like, what happened? So now I'm working on different savings methods in order to be able to save money. So later on, in a couple of weeks or so, I'll probably post a video talking about 10 different ways to save. These are, pretty simple methods, but today's video we're only going to talk about 3.5. So one of the first things that I do to save money is really simple, and it's easy. Anyone can do it. If you carry cash, or if you have a few dollars on you at all times and you go to the store, you always end up having some change, whether it's 50 cents, 3 cents, 25 cents, whatever it is. Save your change, people. For whatever reason, there are a lot of people in this world today that does not like saving their change. And what I did basically is I took an old yogurt container that I had. It's old, but I washed it out, cleaned it out, and I started saving my change in here. I've been doing this for the past couple of years, and every time it gets full, I'll just go, see what I got, and then I'll go spend it, take myself out on a date, or just, put it in my account, depending on how much it is. But usually I get about $45, $50, depending. That's a pretty small jar. If you don't plan on spending it, or you want to save it for something big, then get something bigger. I plan on investing in either a bigger jar or like an actual big bank at some point in life. But that one I've been doing for a couple of months now. I rarely ever have change or cash anymore, so that's why mine hasn't really gotten too full. But I think the last time, I want to say like in September or something, I cashed it out for about $45. It wasn't a whole bunch, but this one is a lot more silver than copper, so maybe I'll have some more money. But that's a good saving technique because that little bit of change can turn into $100 really quick. So make sure you guys find anything you have around the house. It can be a little coin jar, it can be a bowl. It doesn't have to be a piggy bank from the store. Something simple, and it's very effective. Another way that I like to save money is by doing the $5 challenge. The $5 challenge is something that I really started getting into last year. I've heard about it previously, like in the past, but I've never actually taken the time out to figure out what it was until last year. My older roommate was telling me about it. And basically, anytime you get a $5 bill, you do not spend it. It does not matter who asks, what it's for, anything. Put it away. Be disciplined enough to not touch it. There's been plenty of times I'll go to Walmart, let's say, and something comes up to $21.15. And I'm like, okay, here I'm going to put in $40. I know I'm going to get back at least 1 to 5, but at least I'll get a $10 bill. And guess what? Walmart gives me 3 $5 bills. The disrespect. But all 3 of those $5 bills go into my little jar here. And I bought this at Walmart for about $10. Kind of is a waste of money, but it works out really well for me. It's glass. I will have to break it to get into it, or go through the bottom here. But when you go dig it in here for like cash, it is annoying. I just want y'all to see that I actually do have money in there, so you don't think I'm like making this up. But trying to get bills out of here is not really fun. But yeah, so any $5 bill that I get, I put this in this jar. I'm gonna put this back on here, and I will not take it out for any reason. Now I did this 2 times last year, and the first time I did it is when I was first getting into it earlier in the year. I think I lasted about a month or 2, but then I ended up taking everything out and spending it on something I don't even know what it was for, but I took it out and spent it on something. And then I started again in September, and my original goal was to not take anything out until December. I originally, before I got this place, I was supposed to close on another house on December 6th. That fell through, like last minute. I don't remember why, but that ended up not working out for us. So I took the money out around the time frame I was supposed to move in, And I was saving it actually so I can use it for like moving in, buying cleaning supplies and first month's groceries, all that good stuff. So from September to the beginning of December, when I took the money out, I ended up with about 530, but we'll say about 445, 490, just because I did what I told you guys not to do, and that is to take some out for someone. But it was for a good cause. So I took a few dollars out and took a couple of $5 bills out and used it for something that was needed around the house. And now I'm starting all over again. As soon as the new year hit, I started all over again. So I have all my fives in here. I haven't really been having a lot of cash on me recently, so I haven't been putting anything in there. I think I put 5 in there yesterday, but it's been, what is it, about 8 weeks now, and yeah, I've been doing pretty well so far. I haven't had a reason to go in there. I'm doing so many different other saving methods, and I've been making sure that my account is staying healthy, so that way I don't have to even think about going into that, because yeah, you don't want to be at your last dollar and have to scrounge go through your jars of, change and things like that to save, to get money. If you ever find yourself doing that, that means you are way, 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 way deeper in debt than you need to be. Alright guys, another way I'm learning how to save money this year is by doing the cash envelope method. I've seen this all over YouTube, all over the internet, just Google searches for ways to save money, all types of places I've seen it, and I decided this is probably going to be one of the best methods for me to stay on budget and save money, because I have a habit of swiping my card for things and then, like I said earlier, not knowing exactly how much I spent, and that's not a good thing. So by doing the cash envelope method, it helps me stay on budget, and that way I'm able to save properly. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, if you're budgeting, how are you saving? But I gotta wait for that. I don't know who that is, but I gotta wait for that. So basically, I have my handy dandy little envelopes here. Now, I've seen so many cute ones on Amazon and on, eBay, and just, different places, but I decided that I'm gonna be cheap, because why spend money on stuff that I'm trying to save money for? Understand? Like, it makes no sense for me to spend money when I'm trying to save. So yeah, sometimes you have to give to get a little, but I decided there's so many cheaper ways. And I also could have made them, but I was being lazy, so I bought these cute little, these are actually like snack gift boxes that, for like parties and things like that. If you open it up, it's like a little popcorn box. And I bought these from Dollar Tree, so it came with 5 in the container, and it worked out perfectly for me because I have 5, technically 6 categories in which I'm saving for, but the other one I just keep in a regular envelope because this one going to get a little thicker, a little faster. So my first and probably one of the most important envelopes that I have is my health funds. Recently, the last 2 weeks or so, I think I spent almost over $400 on just doctor's visits. For co-pays, I had to get an MRI done for my shoulder. That was $216. I had to go to my orthopedic doctor twice for my initial visit, and then the follow-up to get my MRI results. That was $55 each time I went. So it was just adding up and adding up. So I decided, instead of keep swiping my card all the time, I'm going to start me a little health fund. So basically what I'm going to do is, I have multiple sources of income, whether it's my actual job, whether it's like military benefits that I get, or personal training, whatever I do, my part-time side jobs. Every single time I get paid, regardless of how many times I get paid per month, $20 from each time I get paid goes into this fund. So for March, my 3 automatic things that I get on the first are my regular paycheck from work, my BAH, which is like housing paid for through the Army when you're in school for my GI Bill, and then also my disability stuff in the military. So I put $60 already in here, and that goes for that. So I'm going to continuously add to that one. I'll never take money out of there unless I literally have to go to the doctor, but I'll continuously add to that every single time. So when I say continuous, it basically means, like, let's say I have a client for personal training and I train them every single week, and every week I get paid $100 for 2 or 3 classes. Every time I get $100 from my client, I'll put $20 into this envelope. So at least 4 times a month, I'll be putting in $20 from personal training. 3 times in the beginning of the month, and 3 times in the middle of the month, 3 times in the beginning of the month, and once in the middle of the month for my checks. So about, let's see, I can't really count really that quick. Let me see, 80. I should basically put in like $180 to $200 in this envelope every single month. My next envelope, which is similar to that one, is a weddings and gifts. I'm going to be doing the same thing with this one only because I haven't been to a wedding, I want to say, or been a part of a wedding in, it feels like 10 years. It feels like it's been like 10 years. But 2018 clearly is the year that everyone wants to showcase their love because I have 5 weddings to go to. They're all family or really close friends, so it's not like somebody I can just say, oh, okay, well, congratulations and no thanks. These are actually people that I'm really close to. They're either my blood cousins or family members or my, sisters in love. So I'm putting $20 in each of these, every paycheck in this envelope as well. So I have my $60 for the 1st of March in here. So yay. And this is going to help me basically have spending money to be able to go on these trips because all 5 of them are in different locations. One's overseas and the other ones are different states throughout the U.S. So I'll have spending money to go on these trips as well as being able to buy a gift for the bride and groom. My next envelope here is personal care. So this is basically whenever I want to get my eyebrows done, which I probably need to do right now. I will not get my nails done anymore, not acrylic, because look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this, but my nails look like little bald-headed children. My nails are always so strong and long and thick, but the last month or 2 I've had acrylic, like the fake, I don't know what you call it. I'm not a girly girl like that, but I usually get like the gel polish, but it started breaking out my nails, or thinning out my nails, so I got the acrylic to help my nails grow back. And basically, I had her take them off, and she cut my nails down to the studs, and they're so flimsy and terrible. So for a while, I won't get my nails done. So basically, eyebrows, and then like any if it's that time of the month and I need to go to CVS or some kind of pharmacy or something to get things that I might need, this is what this would be for. So my budget for the month, I'm giving myself $80 and $40 to go in at the 1st, which is in here, and then I'll put another $40 on the 15th. Groceries, this is probably my biggest budget. I live alone, but I love to cook. So my budget I put in here for the month is $240. I probably will not spend all of that. And if I do, then I might be buying stuff in bulk. So I probably will spend it all maybe 1 month, and the next month I'll spend half of that. But I have half of it in here now, or a little more than half. So I put in $140 right now, and then on the 15th I'll put in another $100. And my last envelope here is my entertainment / eating out. Like I said, I love to cook. I'm not really a going out type person. I'm a homebody, so I'm usually in the house. This one I probably will not use too often unless I am taking myself out on a date somewhere or going to the movies or something like that. But eating out I rarely ever do unless it's like somebody's birthday. And entertainment, like I don't do anything. I go to the movies, and everything else is pretty much free that I do, so that's that. But this is also $80 for the month, so I have my $40 in here now, and then I'm going to put another $40 in on the 15th. I have those little things now, and I also have these little cash money holders. I thought about putting them in here at first, but there's no bottom to it, but this is cute, so I thought maybe like during the Christmas time I'll switch it up and put them in here. So it's like I'm giving myself a gift. Yay. So as I mentioned earlier, my last envelope is just a regular envelope. So this is overflow savings. So basically, I don't have an actual savings account like in a bank at this very moment. So what I do is I basically, I'm going to basically put money in here. So every big paycheck I get, basically on the 1st and the 15th for my job, I'm going to put $100, pay myself $100. So as soon as I get paid, I'm going to the bank, taking out $100, putting it cash money in the envelope. I have $100 in here right now for March 1st, and then on the 15th I'll do that again. What I'm also going to do to continuously add money in here, so I'm not just adding $200 every single month, is most people usually, like let's say my budget for my groceries is the $240 and I only spend $190. That means I have $50 left over. Most people that I've seen doing these cash envelope methods basically would just replace the $190 back every month into these envelopes. What I'm going to do is basically take that $50 out of here and put it into my overflow savings. So outside of my health and my weddings funds, I'm never going to take any money out of those unless it's for those particular, reasons. So I'll continuously add to that every month. However, my other 3 funds, the personal care, groceries, and my entertainment and eating out fund, regardless of whatever I have left over out of these funds every single month, I'm taking all that and I'm putting it into my overflow savings, and then I'll continuously replace the full amount every single month. And I'm doing that because I already budgeted $80 for the month of, let's say we're going to move over to April. So for April, if I already budgeted $80 out of my coming paychecks for April, that means even if I have $70 left over from March, that $70 is staying in savings. I'm not going to use it because I already budgeted it for April anyway, so it's already coming out. So I'm just going to take whatever I didn't use for March, put it into my overflow savings, and then once April gets here, on the 1st, I put in $40. On the 15th, I put in $40. If we get to May and I've only used $60, that $20 goes into savings. And then once again, in May, on the 1st, I put in $40 and vice versa. And continuous the same way doing that. So these methods are going to help me save. I'm so excited to see, where I'm at right now. Like I said, I have $100 in my overflow savings. I'm going to come back maybe like in June or so because actually, we'll do the first, like the end of May or middle May, because the first wedding I go to is May 5th. So right after that wedding, I'll actually do an updated video to show how much I have in my overflow savings at that point in time and see, if my method has been working out for me at all. But I do have one more bonus. That's why I said 3.5 savings methods for you. I don't know if you guys use Cash App. I use that to, send money to family and friends whenever needed. And I figured out a way to send myself money on there because I don't have a savings account like an actual bank. I basically just every once in a while I'll just Cash App or upload, funds to my Cash App. It just sits there. There's no fees or anything for it. So I'll just, let's say I send myself $30 or $50 or whatever. So I'll just upload that to my Cash App account. It's kind of once again, paying myself. So therefore, in the future, if someone does need to borrow some money or I need to, pay somebody for something or whatever, I don't have to take it out of whatever account or whatever money I have in my actual account. I'll just have a little bit already in Cash App and then I can just submit it through that. So I'm not taking any money from whatever I have saved already. But yeah, those are my 3.5 ways on how I plan on saving this year. So I hope you guys will try those methods out. Let me know how it works out for you. If you're already doing this, let me know. Has it been working for you? What you didn't like about it? What you liked about it? Leave me those comments down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I have so many more videos coming for you guys. I have another video coming up soon where you're going to budget with me. We're going to go over my budget planner and see my bills for the month and how I'm making it through. It's hard, but we're going to see how I make it through. So stay tuned, guys. I have a lot more coming for you all, and thanks for watching.